Welcome to another The Whole Story. This is episode 39, Investigatory Works. Today you have myself, Aaron, and Paul from the DFT. Paul, before we start, I think there's something you'd like to say?
Yeah, I just need to be really clear with people that the functionality we're going to show today around investigatory works is in the user interface, but it's not yet in API systems because the API that we built it on isn't yet stable. So we wouldn't expect integrators to have started even building it yet, and that API won't be stable until the summer. So the big message for highway authorities is make sure that the people you're sending the investigatory works, be it a core inspection or whatever, is capable of receiving it. So, they might be using the user interface and they might be able to receive it, but they may not be. So I'm just saying, don't start using this without checking that the people you're sending it to can receive it. Or if you do, keep using the old method as well. I appreciate that would be double entry though. So I imagine most people would want to be saying to their stakeholders, are you able to receive these in Street Manager? Great, you are. No, you're not. Right, okay. Until such time as you tell us otherwise, we'll keep sending them on email or, however we're sending them. So I wanted to show people this functionality now. We've built it, Aaron, but please do bear that in mind if you're a highway authority listening to this.
Thank you, Paul.
So without further ado, let's leap into it. By the way, check out the new search bar on the homepage. So you can stick your works references in there and go straight into works. That's us trying to move people away from the applications and works page if you don't need to go there just to look up a works reference, because that's our most heavily trafficked page. But anyway, that's not what we're here to do today. So I'm going to go into applications and works. And in typical lazy style, I'm going to choose a job that's already in the service that someone else built, not me. And it's pretty simple, really, this one, Aaron, to be honest. I'm just going to go down to add an inspection. And now we've got investigatory as an option. So I'm going to do probably the most popular one. I think it's safe to say, core. We actually did this core earlier in the week, and only now am I getting around to enter the results, So let's say it was at 11 o'clock. Might even take longer for these results to come through, of course, but, work with me here, guys. So continue. Failed. Continue. I'm going to say it was material type. You did put no concrete in it. There you go. Continue. I'm not the inspector. Daniel Evans. Schedule a re-inspection. I'm going to say no on the re-inspection. I'll leave that one up to you guys. Let's say yes. No, go on. Let's say no. I'm going to say no to attaching additional files. That's most, that's a very similar journey to one you'll be familiar with if you do anything much in Street Manager. No one wants to see the mess that is my hard drive. So if we go on to continue, review inspection details. Obviously I can go and change these things should I or want to. I've attached, let's just pretend that I've attached my coring result attachment, and I'm going to submit that inspection. And that's it, really, to be honest, Aaron. Like I say, if you're used to creating inspections in Street Manager, it's very, very similar. So hopefully people find it a fairly straightforward one.
Hope the HAs find this very useful. Quick question, Paul. In terms of notifying the utilities about the inspection, can that be done through Street Manager or off Street Manager?
That's a good question. I assume people have got pretty established practices for how they inform people about inspections and cores. Whether they have a Excel spreadsheet that they email over or something, that might be quicker than what I'm going to say. But you are of course welcome to go and schedule inspection, investigatory, core sample, 1st of January, 11 a.m. scheduled inspection. So that does live in the system now as this scheduled inspection. I think you can only have one inspection scheduled at a time. So if someone goes in and, let's say this gets weird things do happen, you get a defect on this, and then you schedule a follow-up, that would take the place of this. So no one's mentioned that before, Aaron. You can schedule these cores in Street Manager. I suspect people might have other ways of doing it as well, to be fair.
Thank you for that, Paul. I think that needed to be covered. And that concludes episode 39 of The Whole Story. Thank you for your time.
Thanks all.